I just have to do a test here because when I looked over my video, it wasn't showing some screens, even though I did it correctly. So, pardon me, I'm just doing a test here. Let's do this. Okay, so this is... Okay, so there's one test. There's... Oops. I should put that back. Oh, I get it. I know what I did. Glad I did this. So what I have to do is I just have to stop. I wasn't pressing stop sharing on the screen. That's why I did that. This is my blooper reel. This is the nature of learning electronics and doing all this video making. So, hey, David. This isn't like anything. This is just a test. I'm just making sure. Okay. Now, what did I want to share? So I have to make sure all other screens are not being shared. Okay. So let's share something else here. In the beginning, Elohim. Let's share that. I just have to remember to stop sharing when I do. So I'm going to go back here to make sure. Yes, I see the screen. Stop sharing. Oh, I can do it from there. Okay, and it does that. Okay. And then I want to share. Hey, Annette. Just give me a second. I'm just testing this first, and then I guess we can talk if you guys want. But about acceptable things. Okay. Mary of Bethany. Okay, so it's there, and all I have to do is hit stop sharing. That's enough test. What's the question, David? Excuse me. I have to kind of... I put a delay on this, so it's like 20 seconds or something. Who is true and who is not in the faith? Like a Christian, you mean? Well, considering that I think that's what you're asking. I don't know, like sometimes there's so many different faucets to look at. There's so many different groups of different kinds of Christians. It's not just like are they true or are they false? I don't think it's that simple because you can have so many different groups. You can have a beginner Christian who doesn't know a lot of stuff. You can have, and there's people who have like childlike faith who are easy to pick out. You can see them; they're innocent. It doesn't seem like there's any deceit in them. Well, does truth not speak for truth? But remember, though, there are a lot of liars out there who can tell the truth for their own gain. That's good, Annette. I was rejected a lot too. I went through a lot of betrayals in my life. What's my profit in what I've said? What do you mean? I don't think I understand what you mean. Do you have trouble discerning who you think is like a true and false Christian? Some are obviously blatant, right? What have I gained from telling you what I've said? Well, it's good to say those things. It's good to talk about those things. What have you gained? You've gained discussing an important topic. Okay, Annette. Traumatic brain injury, eh? As long as I'm having trouble, I guess. I've never done this before, so keeping up with both. How do you tell the difference between a false Christian and not? Do you want me to give you an example by screen sharing? I'll give you an example of what I think a false Christian would look like. And I'm not afraid to do it because I already know. Where did you meet Jesus? Where is there? I'm going to screen share something, but I got to look it up first. What's her name again? Oh, yeah. And you know what? I don't even want to share this just for the sake of doing this, but let's do it. So I have to go back to my screen. In the hospital? That's good. Are you able to say a bit more about your story? Let me see. I got to change this. This is how, David. This is one way.
Amos 3:7. He doesn't do anything without first revealing it to his servants, the prophets. He has prophets in the land. He has prophets to speak God's word, to warn his people. about what is to come. So then when they see it, or when you look up on the news, or I mean, most people I know that watch this channel don't watch the news, but when you're looking at all around the world and you're seeing all these things that are going crazy and the world's turning upside down, it may seem like, you won't be afraid because you'll remember those words that God spoke. You'll remember what God said. Every single time there was some type of chaos, some type of darkness, because there has been before many times in the Bible.
You know what? I don't care if this is on live, and I'm going to keep this up. David, what are you warning me about? Who are you, anyways? I know who you are, man. I'm going to say this. I don't care if this is on live TV. You messaged me a long time ago. I don't put up with BS, David Sinclair. Or should I call you the person who follows me around? Annette, don't worry. There's the person who's speaking in here, and I'm trying to be as Christian as I can, follows me around. He messages my business, and he's got a fascination with me, and I know he's got a problem. David, do you know I have your phone number, and I could phone the police on you and have them go to your place? Do you understand? When I talked to you on the phone that day, I was good to you. I said a prayer with you. I don't take well to people who are saying these types of things to me. I could just boot you, but you think it's okay to do this to people? You're sick. You're sick. You showed me a video a long time ago. I have autism. I have a partial eidetic memory. I knew who you were from day one, and I knew the person who was doing this to me, trying to screw up my candle business. What business do you have doing this? I tracked you. So explain yourself. I knew it was you from day one. You know why? Because I looked at your thing, and I looked, and I could see your video, and I could see you walking around your home, and you're sick, and you need to be seen by a doctor. That is my opinion. I understand. I don't believe in the rapture. David, you can't fool me, dude. You come on my marketplace, okay? I stopped using marketplace because of you. I changed my life because of you. I dropped Facebook completely because of you. You need to be seen by a doctor. Yes, because of you. I'm going to leave this up on here on my channel to prove what kind of people are doing this to me. Do you want me to say your phone number? I bet not. You call me, you say you're a private investigator. You say, my conviction, I have a conviction about Jesus Christ. He's coming, he's coming. I talked to you nicely that day, and this is what you do to me? I'm acting like a Pharisee. See you later, David. You're never coming on my channel, dude. Every time I have I'll know. I'll know. That's the nature of some people. That's the nature of some people. That person there who goes by many names has been following me around. Is this just not what happens to people who go on these things and put themselves out there to try to help others, right? I don't even know what he was trying to say. One day I saw his name there, and sometimes I look at people's profiles. I looked at his profile, and it was him, and he was pacing around his home, like like constantly pacing, and I could tell that he was sick. Okay, I've been psychiatrically sick. I've been hospitalized, and when he phoned me, he was telling me that I want to buy candles. There's going to be 3 days of darkness or something. And he was saying it across all different of my platforms. So I knew he's following me on every single platform. Do you think like this stuff stumps me on air? It doesn't. This is why I talk about narcissists. I'm not saying, David, you're a narcissist. I know you're watching or whatever. Man, how do I even not like get rid of you here? There it is. So let's just forget about that. And this is what happens to people. They're pestered. They're whatever. I guess I'm a Pharisee. I guess I'm a Pharisee for trying to defend the mentally ill. Didn't I just, isn't that what that video just was? And by the way, if you're watching this in the video that I just did, the screen went blank when I was reading because I don't understand screen sharing yet completely. So this guy has multiple accounts, and I gave up Facebook because I couldn't even sell on Marketplace anymore because this is what this person was doing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm going to you can call me anything you want. I already dealt with a narc, and for all I know, the narcissist that I dealt with, that could be a what do you call it? Gang stalking. That's what it is, isn't it? I don't care. I'm not afraid of these people, and I never have been. Sorry, Annette. That is the spirit in me talking, because, yeah, I'm just gonna talk about this, and I'm gonna go because I get it kind of does upset me, and that's their goal, right? But I'm not gonna let that affect me. Every time I get a whiff of someone who's like that, I'll just take him off my channel. Sorry to hear about your traumatic brain injury. Um, I'm glad you came to faith in God. Um, did you believe in God before you had that? Did you have faith in God before that happened? Sorry about my chewing here too. So was I. I was raised Catholic. My mom. Oh, really? Um, I was also raised Catholic until I moved out here just about 5.5 years ago when I started to read the Bible. And when I started reading the Bible, I noticed that there was a lot of stuff in there that the Roman Catholic Church definitely wasn't teaching. And I started to find out all the lies of the Catholic Church. I know what you mean about messed up. I don't know what you mean exactly. If you mean like the teachings or like your family, what you went through, I don't know. Scared of God as a child, actually, yeah, I get it. Sometimes I was at the point because, and I also suffered with mental illness too, right? And I worried if I didn't do certain things because of the Catholic Church that I would be like I felt kind of like I felt persecuted a bit because of the things that were taught to me. I was an altar boy when I was like 8 and 9 years old. I didn't like doing that. I don't mean that's just that's cute, right? There's just like if you don't read the Bible, here's the gist of it, right? If you don't read the Bible, you don't know that God is love, right? God is love. And all throughout, like especially the book of Kings, right? If you read the book of Kings, first and second Kings, and you go through it, you see all through, and then people in Isaiah, when people say bad things about God, if you read through that, the whole thing is about God trying to save them with prophets and messages and all that type of stuff. So I'm very uncomfortable right now. And but God bless you, Annette, and anyone who's watching. And I'm sorry that had to happen. This person's been following me around, and I've been doing my best just to like be like whatever. And that is whatever it is. That's excellent to hear. That's good to hear. I'll say a prayer for everyone who watches this video. Take care, Annette.